Hey guys, welcome back to the Holer Project. We're gonna put a new rag joint in old blue collar here. This one that's in here pops pretty good, and I'll see if I can duplicate that for you. I don't know. Whoops. If you watch the rag joint right here, you'll hear it. Yeah, she's pretty bad. So we've got a new one here. Hopefully this is the right one. There was multiple options, different spline count, different spline diameter, and all that good stuff. This car is a power steering car. It should be the bigger diameter 36 spline, I think is what it is. But we're going to get this unbolted and see if we can get it out without having to drop the column and pull everything forward enough to get it out. I'm not sure. We unbolted this rag joint when we put body mounts in the car. Other than that, I haven't done anything with it. So we're going to dig in and see what happens, and I'll bring you along, and we're going to see if we can get this done lickety split. All right, see if we can get the super extender down here. Nope, not quite. Try not to block all the light here, since the old Cyclops is down at the shop. And we're at home today. Pretty full week in Chicago at work. And contractors galore when I got back. You know how it goes. Just insanity for the most part. This is probably not going to work the way I want it to. So we're going to try to back hold here. Basically just stuck the screwdriver in the deal here where the splined portion is. Take this part here. And we should have one more over on the other side. If I can get down there to it. Come on. There she goes. I'm fairly doubtful this is going to work the way that I want it to. But you know what? We're going to try her out anyhow. Yeah, this is not going to happen the way that one would hope. Almost 100% positive I'm going to have to drop the drop the wrench. See? Like I said. The steering column. So as you can probably see, I'm not going to be able to get that rag joint out of there without pulling the steering column forward. So we're going to go see what that's going to take, and we'll be right back. Alright, so what we've got going on here, we are back on blue collar, working on this rag joint. We've got these 3 bolts here that take the steering gearbox loose. So we're going to loosen that up so we can slide that rag joint off and replace it with the new one. So we'll see how this goes here. So there we go. Drop the box. And let me turn on a bigger light here. And as you can see, you now have room to slide the rag joint off, which is right here. And that thing was shot. So we'll go ahead and get the new one slipped in there and bring it back around. All right, back on the rag joint here. Couple things I wanted to show you. If you can see in there, you can see that there's splines on the one side, smooth, and then there's a flat side. This new one that I got has splines all the way around the inside. I believed that this was the correct one. However, after looking at them, they look pretty similar. I did have to expand this gap. I still, for the life of me, could not get it to go on. So, got out the measuring device and measured the, well, you're not gonna be able to see it. Measured the steering gearbox shaft, and it measured 0.81. This measures 0.75, 3/4. Measured this one, 0.81. Went on the line to Advanced Auto Parts. That was the first one that came up that they were available. And you can see that this box here is coupler 202. Coupler 201 is the correct measurement for my particular car. So after getting absolutely destroyed, as I'll show you under here, I took these three bolts out, dropped the gearbox down, disconnected the pitman arm so I could swing this down, and that's when we started taking measurements to realize that we had the wrong rag joint and or steering coupler. The new one is now installed. It went on nice. I'm getting this put back together. I need to put my cotter pin back in here. These three are all tightened down and torqued. One other thing to make sure when you're doing this is make sure that your steering wheel is in the correct orientation. As you can see, mine is upright, correct. Hopefully that's not too dark. Because once that's disconnected, that, I mean, you can rotate that steering wheel round and around and around. So we're gonna go ahead and finish bolting this side up here, get that cotter pin down there in the pitman arm, and we should be good to go. Get this tire put on, lower the car back down. So that's what we're gonna do, and it's basically install reverse of how this came apart. The difference is this bracket here. Let me grab this light. This bracket will go down here like so, if you can see that. And then your pins go through with your nuts. This locks down the coupler. This was similar setup. A little bit different, but doing the same thing. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this up and check back in with you here in a bit. All right, well, she's all buttoned up. Everything's together up here. Good to go there. Everything's tight. I'll let you guys have a look at that joint, if you can see it. Nice and tight steering. And that thing used to pop and bang and shift and everything else. So that's a real quick rag joint there on the Impala. Like I said, maybe be smarter than me and take some measurements before you order one. don't trust what the interweb says. And you should be A-okay. This is a power steering big block car, obviously. So if that makes any difference, I'm not sure. I know that some of them without power steering was a different setup, obviously. So just kind of analyze what you have and do a little research, and then maybe take that apart before you order it and measure your gearbox shaft, and that way you know you're getting the right one. So, all right, well, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, share, check out the Facebook page, and we'll see you in the next one.